Hello, 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 everybody. This is QD's Talk Time, and you're listening to LaQuisha Blair, but you can call me Q. So, have you ever been so tired that you just don't want to do anything? I mean, feeling like blah and feeling like you don't want to move, you don't want to get out of bed. And it's not depression, you're just tired. I've had that day today. I felt so tired where I did not want to get up. I got up and I actually went out and accomplished a few things that I needed to get done. But I came home and I laid down and I thought, this is a great time that I can just get some rest, take a little nap, refresh my body, and I could not go to sleep. I have these blackout, I call them blackout glasses. You know, they're the little black thing that goes across your eyes so that you can't see anything. Well, mine actually has sound. It's a Bluetooth brand. And I got it, off of Amazon. Most people get everything these days. But I got them and I turned it on this program that's supposed to make you sleep really well. And I did. I slept really well when I finally went to sleep, but it took me a while. So I'm just laying there listening to this guy tell me how sleepy he's trying to make me, and he's saying things like, you're getting sleepy, count down, you're getting tired, so on and so forth. And I'm just listening to him and I'm thinking, I'm not really getting sleepy. I'm tired, but I'm not sleepy enough to go to sleep. So have you had those nights? Is it just me? I just lay there listening to this and I'm thinking, why can't I go to sleep? And even now, I'm so tired, I could actually close my eyes and go to sleep, I think. But you know what happens? When you're so tired that you want to just close your eyes and go to sleep, you can't. You can't. You just lay there and everything comes across your mind. You start thinking about what you're going to wear the next day and what you're going to cook the next day and where you have to go and what all you have to do and who all you have to see. And you never get to sleep because you've got 99 different things going through your brain all at the same time. How crazy is that? And then when it's time for you to get up, you're so exhausted, you feel like you could go to sleep, which is exactly what's happened to me. I have just laid around, for probably like the last 3 hours, thinking it was going to be a great time for me to go to sleep. And of course, it wasn't. So what happens? I'm sitting here talking to you guys, yawning. Because I'm so sleepy and so tired. I got up probably at about, normally for me, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a gig that I do late evenings, okay? So I get up usually around 1 o'clock in the afternoon and 1 or 2, depending. Usually around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm, out and about going and doing what I got to do. Today I went to the doctor's office because I recently got contacts and I needed to have my contacts checked. Well, I go to the doctor and it was fine. Everything was fine. I got, my prescription so I could order my contacts. And I stopped and got me something to drink. And then I came home and I thought, you know what? I needed, bread from the grocery store. So I ran back out. I stopped and got bread from the grocery store. And then I came back home. And in my mind, I thought, I'm going to come home and I'm really kind of tired. So I'm going to come home and lay down and get a little bit of rest before it's time for me to get up so that I can go, to my late night gig. Well, of course, I go home and I prepare myself to lay down, and I lay there. And at first, I'm just laying there looking at the ceiling. And I thought, well, maybe it'll work better if I close my eyes. So I close my eyes, and with my eyes closed, I'm still laying there looking at the inside of my eyelids and imagining that I'm looking at the ceiling. And so with my eyes closed, I'm just looking around the room. Now, of course, I can't see anything because my eyes are closed. But you know how you close your eyes, but you can still imagine that you're seeing stuff all around you? Well, that's what I was doing. I was laying there with my eyes closed, looking at the inside of my eyelids and imagining that I'm seeing all this different stuff all around the room. And then I start thinking about, the kids and, the fact that I talked to them earlier, but I didn't talk to them very much. And so I thought, well, maybe I should call them. And then I thought, I was going to fix myself a sandwich, but I wasn't really hungry. But then I thought, I just went to the store and bought this bread so I could make myself a sandwich for later and then just set it aside or put it in the refrigerator until I got hungry enough to eat it. And then I thought, no, I'm laying here in bed thinking all of this stuff. And I thought, no, I really don't want to get up and go fix myself a sandwich. And then I thought, well, I'm thirsty, but I didn't want to get up and go get myself something to drink, even though it's just in the next room. I didn't want to do it. I was just being lazy. And so I just laid there and I was thinking about everything that I wanted to do, everything that I wanted to accomplish over the next couple of days, because there's going to be so much going on over the weekend. And then I was thinking about the weekend. Mother's Day is coming up, which we will be having an episode on Mother's Day, just so you'll know. But Mother's Day is coming up, and I thought, I really want to do something special for Mother's Day. My mom passed away a year ago, and so it's going to be a great celebration for us, just celebrating my mom's life. And it's going to be a sad time all at the same time. And so I was just kind of sitting there thinking about all of this stuff. So I couldn't go to sleep. I'm just laying there and I can't go to sleep. So what do you do when you can't go to sleep? What do you do when you're just laying there? So here's what I did. I lay there listening to this guy who's telling me I should be going to sleep. And I'm listening to this music, which wasn't putting me to sleep, and it wasn't very relaxing. So I finally end up just listening to the sound of my own breath. when you calm yourself enough and you still your mind enough to where you're just listening to yourself breathe, and you're listening to the inhale and the exhale as you breathe through your nostrils, and that makes this kind of sound, And so I just started listening to myself breathe. And finally, I fell asleep. But guess what? As soon as I fell asleep, it was time to get up. So I'm just dumbfounded at why do we do this to ourselves? We put ourselves through this. And, it's not intentional, but there are things that we can do to help it. Melatonin is a great sedative that you can take that's non-addicting. And I have melatonin. And you want to know why I didn't take it? Because I only had 3 hours to sleep, and I didn't want to take it and wake up and be even more tired than what I am already, because I had to get up and take D to work, because D works a 3rd shift, and I had to get up so that I could drive him, because he's not been here long enough to learn the roads and learn how to get back and forth to work. And so I had to get up and take him. And in the process of having to get up and take him to work, of course, I had to wake up. And of course, it was right when I got into that really good sleep. The one where you feel your body just kind of sink down into the bed and you get in that perfect, comfortable spot. And then as soon as you get into that perfect, comfortable spot and your body just goes limp and your mind just goes blah and you're able to go to sleep, the alarm goes off. The alarm goes off. It's time to get up, because you either have to go to work or you have to go do something. And so there you go. I had to get up and take D to work. And I didn't want to take the melatonin, even though it would have been wonderful. I would have been able to go to sleep like within 15 minutes, because that's how fast it works on me. It only takes about 10-15 minutes to work, and I would have been knocked out. But then with only 3 hours to sleep, I didn't want to do that, because when you take something like that, you really need a full 8 hours. Now, this is an over-the-counter sleep aid, the melatonin is, and I love it, absolutely love it. But of course, I couldn't take it because I only had 3 hours to lay down and rest. And this was more of a nap. And so I guess that's probably the reason why I'm so sleepy and so tired. So if you are in the same situation where every time you lay down, it's time to get right back up again. It's time. It feels like it, even though maybe you've slept for a whole 8 hours. Unlike my case where I've only slept for 3. But if you've slept for a whole 8 hours and you're still feeling like you just didn't get enough rest, maybe you should check on that. You should really check on that. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I'm not pushing any kind of medication or anything, but it is something worth looking into. You may want to look into that. Because it's not good for you to still be tired after you've slept for an 8-hour period. You should be okay to get up and move about and feel refreshed and all that good stuff. And unfortunately with me, that just wasn't the case today. So there's my little spiel for today. I know it wasn't very informative, and it wasn't the normal kind of stuff that I come with, but I just felt like this was something worth talking about, being sleepy and being tired. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope I made you laugh. I hope you've given you some things to at least think about. And in the meantime, while you're thinking about that, remember that God loves you. I love you. Keep looking up. You've been listening to QD's Talk Time, and this is LaQuisha Blair, but you can call me Q. Have a great day. Bye-bye.